G'day and welcome to my garage.
Okay, this video is about building a step and a seat, if you want to look at it that way also, but it's mainly a step for a young person. My grandson, who's 1 year old, a little bit over. Actually, no, he's 1 year old this month. This is a step for him. This has got two shown. I'm only building one. I've been given some plans on this, but it's all in Imperial. So what I've done is put it into CAD as Imperial and then converted it to metric. So that's what I'm going to build, one of these steps. Little rail up the top here so he doesn't fall backwards, I suppose. Whether that stays in there or not, I'll put it in. I'll screw it in from each side, a washer, timber washer, so if they don't want that rail in there they can take it out. Mum and Dad, that is, anyhow. Maybe the young fella might learn to use a screwdriver at an early age. So this is being converted to metric, and I'll come up with some drawings. It's all made out of pine, radiata pine I think it's called. Used to be called that anyhow. I've got all the timber for it. One thing I did notice in this, all the joints are pocket screws. Now I didn't have a jig for pocket screws when I first looked at getting a jig. It was, well, the ones I was looking at was from $100 up. I thought, oh, that's not going to happen. I'll glue it and screw it a different way. But as it so happened, our rather large chain hardware here in Australia, Bunnings, they had a pocket hole jig for sale for $30. And this is what you get for $30. A jig, 2 drills, an Allen key just there, and that's for the stop collar. So two drills, I was happy with that, $30, because they're a special counterbore counterbore drill, high speed steel. This is, can't remember the name now, it's not Craftsman, it's Craft Right. Hey, it's $30, the others were $100, so it's a cheap tool. Seems to work okay for what I'm doing. I'll probably never use it again, although no, never say that. I might get more grandchildren. This grandchild, by the way, is our first child for this son, but our 6th grandchild. So the idea of this, of course, is to create these angled pockets in the timber. So to start with, I've cut all the timber. I've cut all the timber to length. Every piece has been pocket drilled. That works out quite nicely. I'll show you briefly how that thing jig works. I was intrigued with it, and yeah, I'll show you how that works, and then we'll put this step together. Be warned, this is not a tutorial. If you want one of those, you'll have to look on the internet. But this is a very simple tool. Just line the guide up. I'm drilling 19mm or 3/4 material, so this jig lines up with that front edge on the axis of the length of timber you're drilling through. Screw that down nice and tight. That's one. Same on the other side. Clamp the jig, you don't want it floating all over the place. As you can see, it doesn't come through. These are already through because I tried this earlier. Let's see. It's a nice pocket to start off in. Line that up where you want it to go. Glue. Wrong one. Try this one instead. And there you have it, attached. I would suggest you clamp that down so you get a nice flush joint there. That's raised slightly. I wonder if there's a bow. No. Anyhow, I would clamp it and then screw it. Obviously glue it. So as I said, not a tutorial, but a very nice, easy jig to use. The paper is to stop the drill chuck from marking the timber.
Yeah, it's not working.
Well, putting the tape on the glued joint worked. I must try and remember that. Some of the cuts weren't exactly 90 degrees. I know I have that end. I know I have this end to sand back. But I am pleased with it. Well, the frame itself is now together. Just got to start prettying up the joints that didn't quite work out. I try to keep things level, but yeah, timbers move. Or I didn't clamp hard enough. Well, I'll be at this for a while yet.
Keeps falling apart. Probably lost the screw for that.
Oh, it just needs a bit of sanding down. Okay. This is the second step, or the next one up. Okay. I cut that a little, about 3mm too narrow. It's going to work for me, but the backing piece of timber is to stop it chipping as it exits. Don't know where I got that idea from, but it works. I'm giving it a coat of water-based clear lacquer. I don't like painting at the best of times, and this has got pieces everywhere. And you can't see it because it's clear. Lovely. This is an end cap. There's two of them. I've already made one. So as you can see, I've already made one. This is the safety rail on the child step that I'm making. So I've just got to make another one for this end. Now I've got to counterbore this 15mm deep and then take it out to a width of 22. .4. The tape is a depth gauge. It's flat enough. Good fit. Alright.